Somewhere around late March 2021, a new hero, Phoveus, is released on the advanced server. People are happy to see something new, and also he looks edgy, he looks like a cruel villain, he looks badass. Plus, it counters dash heroes, so community was like, what? Now you can finally kill those pesky high mobility heroes. Yes! Finally, says the community. Now the MLBB community is hyped. The MLBB community is happy. The MLBB community is waiting for it to get released on the original server. May 11, 2021. The day finally comes and people starts flocking in to play this new hero which can counter dash heroes. And the popularity? It is quite good for a few days. But as the player starts playing this hero more and more, they realize that something is not quite right. Something seems very off. They realize that if there are no dash heroes, then the hero is completely useless. And even if there are dash heroes, the ultimate demonic force, it can be dodged quite easily if they dash fast. So people started to realize that it is a very situational hero and can be countered very easily, and as a result people started to stop playing him a lot besides some situation and was almost forgotten. But then a slight glimmer of hope. The popularity of some dash heroes, especially some cat from Cadia Riverlands, started to rise a lot. So since she was jumping a lot and since Phoveus was also getting some minor buffs here and there, once again he was getting some recognition. Heck, he once became one of the most banned heroes and was picked on high level tournament as well. But the fun had to end sometime. So as the nerfs started pouring in on those heroes, he was once again the forgotten one. The funny thing is that he was about to get his Starlight way back when he was released, but it was delayed again and again due to its low popularity. Now that is so sad. But then, around October 2023, Revamped Phoveus is shown to the advanced server.
I am not the only one.
And now, his ultimate will never go into cooldown. He has multiple ways to proc his ult. He looks quite good as well. And most importantly, he once again has a chance of comeback. July 31, 2024. Revamped Phoveus is released, and unlike last time, this time, this time, this time, it's kinda okay. First, let's talk about visuals, shall we? I personally love and hate this new look of Phoveus. This new look of Phoveus is badass and looks very good, don't get me wrong. But personally, I think he looks way too good looking, if you know what I mean. I mean, this is my personal take, but his old look was very good for me. His traditional looking cloth was a very good touch, and something I really hate about Motoon is that they wanna make every hero super good looking. But sometimes this making everyone look super good leads to what I call animification. So what is animification, you ask? It is where everyone looks pretty but at the same time they all look kinda same with some few minor detail changes here and there. I want that contrast between heroes, but this is just my personal opinion. Feel free to comment down your thoughts. Do you love this new look or not? Let's first talk about his passive. He gets a new mini Pursuit Dash which allows you to dash towards enemy and knock them back while giving Phoveus shield based on his HP and dealing damage based on enemy's HP. which allows him to build high HP tanky items and at the same time deal good damage against those high HP tanky heroes as well. And also, it helps to proc your ultimate as well. They still kept one of his old passive of him getting cooldown reduction when enemy dashes, which I like a lot because he was marketed as an anti-dash hero and still keeping it like that at least helps him retain his originality just a little bit. His first skill, now called Demonic Impact, is a really good poke skill, and if he can hit the second phase of his skill to an enemy, he can proc his ult as well. I still miss that shield from the old Phoveus, but hey, we got another skill which can help us proc our ult, so I can't complain. His second skill is same as the old one, to be honest. They just added airborne effect and a new visual effect, but both skill works the same. It helps you displace enemies, which helps you proc your ult. His ult needed dash from other heroes to proc it, but now when enemy hero gets the passive mark from his first, second, or from his passive, he can jump towards the enemy dealing damage, and unlike before where he used to get shield, he now regains HP based on the lost HP. The gameplay of Phoveus with this new revamp had changed quite a bit. Instead of relying on enemies dash, you can now make them dash to use his ult, which is really good. This relying on enemies dash was the reason that Phoveus became a very situational hero. But I think with this new revamp, I think this makes him a very good EXP laner. He can now excel in those team fights when he can mark multiple heroes at the same time. And he has a decent wave clearing, poke, and sustainability during laning phase as well. The only thing bad I think about this new Phoveus is his combos are very slow, which gives enemy a lot of time to react, and once he goes in, he can't get out easily, so there is that also. So the big question is, can it really be a meta pick? And the answer is, I don't know. For me, I think there are a lot of heroes which can do things better than him, so why pick him? He can't save those big team fights beautifully like Yuzong, Terizla or Ruby. He doesn't have that good burst and mobility like Vendetta and Paquito. He is not a good lane bully like Tamus as well. Don't get me wrong, he can do well against these mentioned heroes in lane if played properly. He can be a good asset to a team as well. But as I said, there is nothing that makes him unique to why I should pick him. For CC, I can pick Terizla or Ruby. For sustainability, I can pick Terizla or Barrage. For lane advantage, I can pick Terizla. So please nerf this hero Mountain. Please. Sorry for getting sidetracked. So coming back to the main topic, for me, I think he can be a good pick in rank games. He is a balanced hero, but for higher plays, I don't know. Maybe these pro players will show something new with this new Phoveus, right? So, finally, considering all the things I said, to put it into number, I give this Revamped Phoveus a 3.5 out of 5. So, if you want to add new things or correct me if I said something wrong, please feel free to comment down. Also, if you are a Phoveus man and if I offended you with this number, then sorry in advance. I will see you guys in the next video.